Hi, Toss. My name's Molly, and I'm here to meet you. Oh my God, you guys, we're doing something so exciting today. You see it from the title. Today, we are surprising a blind fan. So, let me take you back. A little while ago, I got contacted by NBC's George to the Rescue. I will link their YouTube channel down below in the description box. Go watch it, get the tissues ready. You will cry, it's emotional. My mom and I were crying in the hotel room last night. I'm prepared to be emotional today. It's fine, it's fine. But they reached out and they were like, we are doing a renovation for a newly blind teenager who is a big fan of yours. Would you want to get involved? And I was like, I want to do everything. So I'm here in Long Island, New York, and I'm gonna get a tour of what they're doing to make her home accessible. And then we're going to her family's diner, and I'm gonna surprise her. Her mom and her have no idea, only her dad is in on this. So let's get into the tour. George, will you come join me?
Ta-da!
And give me the lowdown. I want all the lowdown. You guys have been doing this show for 10 years now.
10 years, it's hard to believe. Labor of love, but it's amazing. Everyone wants things, as we all know, but George Rescue is about helping people who really need it. And for the very first time, we are coming to the rescue of a blind person, and so we're coming to help Tass. That's Anastasia, but everyone calls her Tass, and she's just an amazing girl. She's 15, and she's a die-hard swimmer. And she actually started to lose her sight, from what I understand, around 9 years old, but not fully. And one of the things that really helped her out was swimming, and she started swimming. She actually became a Paralympic champion before she lost all of her sight. And then at 14, she woke up one day and she was just blind, and that was totally unexpected and devastating, and she went through the valley of darkness, and she's very open about all of this and came out and said, you know, the pool and my family basically saved me, and I think you are a big part of that too, because she's a huge fan of yours and all the inspirational videos you do and everything you do.
Poor George recently looked at my channel, and the first video he stumbled upon was my IUD horror story. The poor man. I am sorry you had to go through that. You probably weren't the demographic that video was aimed at, so I apologize. I'm sure you guys can tell how similar her story is to mine. You guys know I have RP, and I lost the majority of my vision at 14, but I was going slowly blind for most of my childhood. And Stargardt's is the disease she has, which is actually the sister disease to mine, so it affects the same part of the retina in the eye, but her vision would go out and my vision caved in. They sent me like a little snippet of her and her parents, and listening to them talk, I was like, this is crazy. It's like mini me. I'm gonna be more excited and emotional than she is when I show up. I keep accidentally almost following her on Instagram, and then I'm like, Molly, don't.
Yeah. No, wait till today. You
can't let her know that you know. Nope. But apparently she saw on Instagram that I'm in New York, and she told her dad, and her dad was like, she's probably here for like an event or something, which luckily I was here for an event. And it's crazy because it's all meant to be like, I've been hearing some of the things that you guys are doing in the house, and like how much things have come together and just like fallen into place, and the crazy things like, can you tell us about the pool you guys are putting in the garage?
Yeah, so that's the big cherry on top. She is training for the Paralympics 2020 in Tokyo. So I mean, she's shooting for the stars. Or her mom has been driving her an hour to go to practice, then she practices for an hour and trains, and then she drives back. So that's 3 hours of every day just to go and train. We have put an endless pool in there for her so that she can train right in her garage. So that's giving her back 2 hours of her day.
And what's amazing is every single thing about this whole makeover and about every makeover you do is donated. Donated time, donated furniture, and
it's amazing. We have amazing contractors and designers.
You guys know I don't shower. I only take baths. It's like my relaxation time. I don't get like lost and drop things in the midst of a shower. I can't slip and fall. It's like my nice safe nest with my bath bombs and my candles. But you guys are doing something so cool in her bathroom that I'm frankly so jealous of, and I know so many other people are going to be. Can you like give me a sneak peek of what it is?
Right, yeah, so her old bathroom, we gutted it. I think you would probably understand that we wanted to keep the same layout because it was familiar to what Tass knew, but we wanted to make it work for her. And she had this giant jacuzzi tub, which was no longer working, and it was terribly dangerous for her getting in and getting out. She could have had a slip and fall, she could have hit her head, a plethora of different things could have gone wrong. So we've come in, we got her a brand new tub, we've totally styled the place out so that it's beautiful and comfortable for her, but most importantly is we made it smart, like you were saying, with technology. And Moen came in, and they have this new system, the Moen U, and you basically say, turn on the shower, turn on the tub. I want it, this temperature. They set it for whatever Toss likes it. Like, I like it lukewarm, I like it freezing, I'm gonna do a plunge. I want it like really hot, whatever. And so, and then it's like, she doesn't have to worry about turning on the water. She doesn't have to worry about turning off the water. Basically, Alexa and Moen and all the, you know.
I have literally like flooded places because I forget to turn it off
Right.
sometimes. I know already this is gonna make a huge difference to her life. And I always say like I'm lucky to be a blind person in the 21st century because there's so much more access to accessible technology that makes a world of a difference.
This is Marlaina Teich. She has been on 6 or 7 George the Rescues.
Yes.
She's a very, very dear friend of mine. Your fingernails match her hair.
Oh, do you have
Oh my
purple
God.
Yeah.
hairs?
See, huh?
Twinning.
Attention to detail.
I was saying like texture. Texture is the biggest
Right.
thing
Right.
for me. Like I love faux furs, I love soft things, I love sequins, I love different textures of materials. So you kind of played a little bit with
right,
that.
we tried to bring that in with the flooring. We have a silky shag rug for her feet when she walks in, or she can lay on the rug and touch it. I mean, it has a great texture. The bed is velvet, because I love velvet.
Oh my god! Can I go touch the bed?
You can. We have to put it together. But we have a velvet bed. We have lacquered furniture. It's like very slick.
Ooh, I love that.
So that
What
has a nice
color are you
texture.
doing?
So it's blush. Like blush is a lot of the color.
Well.
And we're countering it with like a purplish gray.
This is literally my aesthetic to a T. I'm so jealous,
No, I think you'd
Toss.
like it. And white lacquered furniture with gold accents.
This is literally. I'm done. I'm done. It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy for you, Toss. I'm very happy for you.
Well, when we come to your home
Yeah.
to renovate for you,
can
when we
just
do your
recreate.
rescue,
You can
right?
just like transfer it all over.
And we'll have blackout lining put behind it, and we're going to totally block out the
Blackout curtains
Yeah.
changed my life. That like changed my life. When Mr. Kate did my room, I'll link that video below in case you haven't seen it. But when Mr. Kate designed my room and she put blackout curtains in, I was like, I'm never going back. This is everything I ever needed.
Oh, good. I'm glad I did
Yes.
something right.
No, they're perfect.
So I didn't know what to do for artwork, but I found this woman on Etsy, and she does artwork for blind people. Her daughter is blind, so she does textural art, and so I contacted her, and she donated custom art. She made 4 tasks. You know, it's really beautiful in our colors, and then in Braille it says "Dream" on it.
That's
So,
so cute.
yeah.
It's really funny because I'm moving apartments, so I have to redo my room. And I was saying to my mom, I want to get like big studs and write stuff in Braille on the
Right.
walls. So it's awesome that you did that. I'm gonna need that Etsy link, and I will link below for you guys too.
I'll
I
share
love
that with
Etsy.
you.
I'm gonna link, by the way, as much of this stuff down below as I can so that you guys can find it. And just to give a shout out to all the people and companies who have donated this stuff, because it's amazing. So links to all that stuff below if you're interested in checking it out, because I know I am. I want you guys to come make over my house when I get a place. Oh my
come
god,
on.
I want a tub like that.
Done.
Okay, you guys, it's time. I'm in the car. We're gonna drive about 20 minutes to her family's diner, and I'm gonna surprise Toss. This is very special for me. Like, I feel like this is a gift for me to get to do this, because you guys know I've always said the reason I started my channel is to be the role model I didn't have when I needed it. And when I went blind at 14, there was no like cool girl like to look up to. There was nobody that I was like, wow, she's blind and she's killing it. Like, what an inspiration. I could be like that one day. There was nobody who was telling me like, I've been through it and I got to the other side and you can achieve your dreams still too. And so the fact that she went blind at 14 and watches my videos and feels like I've done that for her is like, it's telling me that I'm fulfilling my goal. And that's very special for me. So as much as I'm excited to surprise her, like I'm so excited to meet her as much as I hope she's excited to meet me. So I got a little gift for her. I'm gonna stop and grab some caffeine because I am on LA time zone and got up at 3 in the morning LA time. So I'm gonna grab some coffee and we're gonna go meet her. Yay!
What inspires you? Like, where do you go for motivation?
Molly Burke, definitely. Molly Burke definitely helped me get through it because she's like, she doesn't make it seem like she's blind. Like, she doesn't like, I don't know, she's more than just like a blind girl. Like, she does all of these amazing things. And I just want to show people that like, you don't have to sit in your house and just like be sad all day. Like, you can go out
Hi,
and do
Toss.
things.
My name's Molly, and I'm here to meet you.
Oh my gosh.
I've heard so much about you.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally dying.
I have my guide dog Gallop here with me too.
How are you? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, he's so big.
He is. He's very big.
I can't believe that you're here.
Yes, your dad's been in on this.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me?
didn't know though.
Yes, I heard your mom didn't know. So,
literally-
hi,
She
Mom.
was literally gushing about you.
Oh, thank you.
Finish telling me about who her inspiration was, and she's like Molly Burke, and just Molly Burke, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna let you go.
I saw all your stories. I'm like, wait, she's coming to New York? I'm
She's
like,
telling
oh
me,
my
Mom,
goodness.
she's in New York. She's like,
coming to New
She
York.
just crossed over a bridge. I'm like, no, honey, it's a tunnel to get to us.
I literally can't believe that you're here.
I'm here. Can
my
I sit and
gosh,
join you
yes,
guys?
please.
Can I come sit and talk?
Oh, Molly,
on,
you got
Gabby.
her through some hard times.
Well,
You really helped me so much.
You really did.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
You really did.
I mean, that makes me so happy. Oh my God, I'm gonna get emotional.
I can't because when it first happened to her and she was the same age like you were, and then, you know, she didn't want to live anymore, and we were listening to your videos on suicide and everything and how you got through it, and it was just, I don't know if we would have got through it without you, without
When I
your
heard the
videos.
story, I was like, that's my story. You know, like even Stargardt's is the sister disease to RP, and you know, the same age and what you went through and having your family there for you, like that's me, you know. And I was like, oh my God, I have to meet her, and I have to meet the family.
I can't believe that you're here. Like I'm
It's a
like,
surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like watch her all the time. I'm like, wait, she's in front of me right now. Like I can't believe that.
She was watching you this morning. She's like, she's having avocado
She's like,
toast.
yes, I was. That's delicious.
Wow, this is amazing.
You helped me like so much with everything.
So I'm so glad because I was saying like that was my goal, you know, like there was nobody when I went through it who was like, you know, a positive person for me to look up to who had been through it and who was, you know, still achieving their goals.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And happy and successful and doing what they wanted in life. And I was like, I need that. Like I need somebody to authentically share those hard moments, but be like, it's okay now. And
That's
there was nobody,
exactly.
so I was like, if I can do that for people, that's my goal. So when I heard you, I was like, oh my God, if she watches me and she went through what I went through, I'm fulfilling my goal.
You
know,
really
I'm able
did.
to do what I wanted.
Even you on the plane yesterday, I'm like, I just need to go there and hug her. I was like, because on the plane, it's the scariest
I was a
thing
little
in the
stressed
world.
out for you, by the way, on that whole
I-
plane.
it was a
I
rough
like, maybe this is
ride.
TMI. I'm like freaking out.
Last time I traveled alone, like I had like some sight,
Yeah.
so like it wasn't that bad. But like now, like I can't imagine.
It takes a lot of courage to do things like that. Like for me still at 25, being, you know, blind for 11 years now, it still for me takes me like a lot of confidence. I have to like talk myself up and I still get so stressed and
Yeah.
but those are the real moments. And it, you know, my point of sharing that video was like it was really hard, but I did it, you know, and I got there. And
but
that
like
was the important
you
thing.
showing that like it's hard like helps me because like it makes me feel like I'm not the only one who's like going through something hard, but like still like getting through it and stuff.
Exactly.
So it gives me, you gave me a lot of hope.
Good. It's, you know, the thing is I never want to show people that like, oh, you know, it's all fine now. Everything in life is good now, because
Yeah.
that's not true. Blindness is always going to be difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's ways we find to make it easier. You
Yes.
know, and at the end of the day, even when things are difficult, you can figure out how to get it done.
Yeah.
And you can't expect to like, you know, one day, 10 years from now, be like, oh, everything's okay in my life now. You know, I've adjusted, everything's
Yeah.
fine. There's always going to be things that are more frustrating and that are challenging for you.
Yeah.
But you can do it, and that's the most important part, is
Yeah.
remembering that you can do it.
Yeah.
And-
Seeing how much like you do and everything, it makes me feel like I can actually like do things and accomplish things. Hi, Gallup.
Even with, you know, you being bullied, you know, she gets that all the time. Like, oh, you
People
don't
are
look
like,
blind.
you're not
Yeah.
blind. You don't look
you
blind.
know-
I'm like, how do you look blind? Like, I have a cane. I use my cane. Like, how am I supposed to show that like I'm blind? Like, I
I
don't
know,
know.
I'm always like, it's the retina in my eye. You
Yeah.
can't see my retina,
The back of
you
your eye,
know?
that's
It's the
exactly
back of
what
my
it is.
eye.
And,
so.
but yet,
like,
you
I
know,
can't
you're
make eye
so-
contact. I don't know how else to show
But you're
you.
so put together, you know, like you do your makeup and you care about these things. And so does she, you know, and it's like you can do that. Even that shouldn't stop you just because you're not able to see. So she is just constantly, she's probably your biggest fan.
No, honestly, I really am.
Well, good. I brought you some gifts. I brought some merch that I'm never going to release, ever.
Seriously?
It was like a sample run, and I decided not to go with
And
it.
your book.
Oh, did you
we've been
read
re-
it?
Yes, we're
Yes,
listening
I'm
to
listening
it now.
to it.
So
It's-
you're amazing. She's
it's
an
literally-
accomplished author.
Yeah,
Really.
Very.
Thank you.
I still can't believe that she's in
I
front
know,
of
I
me.
keep looking at her because I'm like, I think her hair was just pink last week.
It was. I just changed it before I came. Yes.
Oh,
it's purple
it's
now.
purple now.
It's
Yeah,
back
that's what
to
you
purple.
said.
Yes. I
It
miss
looks
the
very
the
pretty.
purple.
I
was like,
love
You
it.
know,
it's
it's
back
your
to
thing
purple.
though. Like,
It
you
is.
know, Molly
I
Burke's
love it.
gotta have the purple hair.
Purple.
And
Purple
you
and
really,
pink.
you just, you're an amazing person for breaking the mold of what that's supposed to look like. And I think now is the time. Like Dove, she does Ari. She's like, you're breaking the mold for the world because people We were in the deli the other day, and she had her cane, and this little girl goes, "What is that?" And the mom was like, "Oh, she must have hurt her leg."
I'm like,
And
somebody
we're
used to
like,
think it was a ski pole. I was like, what, am I skiing right now?
Which it's fine.
Do I look like I'm skiing?
She would so much rather someone ask her a question directly
Yes.
than, you know.
Then like assume something that's like
That's wrong.
very, very wrong.
Yeah. Whenever a mom, like in a grocery store, if a kid's like, "Mom, a dog," and the mom is like, "Shh," I'm like, "No, let me tell you all about my dog," and I like make
Yeah,
sure to
that's
stop and talk to
good.
them because I want parents to realize it's an important conversation to have.
And you're
you know?
breaking that. You're breaking that into like the mainstream right now. You really are doing incredible things. We're
Thank
very
you.
thankful for you.
I mean, ignorance is the biggest problem.
It is.
So if we can combat
so
that
many
with
things.
education.
100%.
Yes.
It was just like I sat down here. I mean, I know Stacey and Taz, but I haven't seen him in a while. And I sat down and I was like, just tell me about you. And I've seen your Instagram. And I was like, she's like, well, when you're blind, there's no one really tells you how to do it. And she's like, except for Molly Burke. And then, I didn't even, she the first 6 words out of her mouth. And then
I was like, no, we were at the hairdresser, right? And you were on the other side, and I'm like, I hear Molly's voice.
I played it.
She was listening to you. I was
on
like,
Instagram, and she's like, I hear Molly.
voice.
She's like,
That's so cute. I feel like I'm a part of the family.
You are, you really are.
my son, my husband, everybody knows about you because honestly, when we couldn't get her out of bed, and she was crying all the time. And we were like, it's going to get better. She's like, it's not going to get better. We were like, it's going to get better. And then I started looking through all your old YouTubes and everything. And then I found the one on suicide and I played it for her. And it was a defining moment in her life when she heard that. She's like, I mean, everything changed about her. She was like, I'm not alone. Like she thought she was the only one going through this. And then of course, when I would say it to her, she's like, you don't understand.
Yes.
And I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't. And
But
she would
people
say,
make it seem like they do understand, but they really don't understand.
So hearing it from your mouth on that video, she's like, oh, I'm not alone. That was her
and
defining
like how
moment.
high up you are now, but like you used to be at like the point that I was at.
Exactly. 11 years ago, I was you. Like this, I was exactly where you're at, And the thing is so important to be a part of the blind community.
Yeah.
And, have those friends because my mom's with me 24/7, just like I've heard you guys are very close as well. And,
Yeah.
So.
Is your mom with you or
She is.
Yes,
She is
right
here.
here.
My mom is here.
Hi, Mom.
But she, so she knows more than anyone else would. But she's never going to be blind. And so
Yeah,
as much as she, tries to understand and understands more than most people in my life, she's never going to be blind. She's never going to have gone through what I did. And so it's so, so important to immerse yourself in the blind community. And I'm so happy my parents did that from the time I was diagnosed because it meant that blindness wasn't weird or scary or, oh, I'm not a part of them. I'm not them. They're weird.
Yeah.
I just grew up as a part of it, and I was like, this is my community. And so when it happened to me, as devastated as I was and as alone as I felt, once I was ready to come out of that, I knew that community was still there for me.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I didn't want anything to do with anything or anybody.
Yeah.
And then I guess it just took time, and now I want to show people that you can do things like you, and you can be someone. And not just stay in your house all day and do nothing.
It's so important to let yourself mourn and to grieve and to feel pain and to cry and to ask why me and to resent your situation.
She's like,
but you can't live like that forever.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have to let it happen, and that's okay, and it's important. It's better than bottling it up. But then you have to say it's time for me to get up and to move on and to put my life back together and to figure out how we're going to tackle this.
That's what I'm still trying to do, but yeah.
And it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, right? I'm 11 years on, and there's still things that frustrate me, right?
Yeah.
So it's it's every day's a journey, and there's ups and downs. And, I remember 5 years ago when Gypsy died, my first guide dog, and I had to quit my job, and I fell off a stage at a speech, and I almost broke my neck, and I had PTSD, and I was just in such a bad place all over again. And I was like, wait, I already did this. I've been through this. Why am I here again? And I got Gallup, and I started my YouTube channel, and I started
Your YouTube
my own,
channel has been so amazing for me.
Thank you.
It really
Really
is.
has.
It is, and it's so great that it's not just, sighted people can so relate to every single thing that you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. My friends always say oh yeah, I follow Molly Burke. I watch all of her videos. I'm like, it's not just blind people and people who are disabled that are watching her videos. you're getting to people who like, and they start to understand how like I see and like how I felt because of you, which is like really good.
And also they understand that we're normal people. That's really my goal,
yes.
is so much of society is taught to think of us as the others.
Yes,
And,
definitely.
you know, like, that's the reason people like you and I get bullied at school and get left out of things, because people are like, oh, they're not like us. They wouldn't want to go shopping because they can't see.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want to go on dates, so I won't even bother asking her out. Like, they think,
Like, why?
why bother? But I'm hoping that by making content, I can not only help my blind community realize their own potential and feel less alone, but that I can help able-bodied people to think, okay, well, if Molly loves Ed Sheeran and the color purple and sushi and glitter like I do, maybe the girl in my class who's deaf does, or maybe the boy in my class who's missing an arm does, and it can break that stigma of we are other, we are not like you.
And your mom probably knows this, but like the amount of people that say to me, "Oh, I'm sorry, she's so pretty." I'm like, "You're sorry? Why are you sorry?" Like, is she,
No, it's a great thing that she's so beautiful.
I have my daughter. Like, what you know? But they always say that they see her
And they
they're
feel
like,
so
"Oh,"
bad for
and-
me. I'm like, just be happy
What I always
for
say
me.
when people say I'm sorry, I'm like, oh, you didn't make me blind. It's fine. Like, you didn't do it. It's fine. Don't be sorry. It wasn't your fault.
You didn't do this to me.
Yeah, or when people comment, they're like, oh, I just wish she could see how beautiful she is. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm confident. I'm
Yeah,
beautiful.
From the
exactly.
inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's unbelievable.
That's not my first priority, is knowing how beautiful I am. So don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Already got that box checked.
exactly.
Exactly.
But it's amazing. It's an amazing.
And people are like, oh, like you don't look blind. Like how? I just don't understand how you're supposed to look blind.
It's all these stereotypes, you know, that media has portrayed for years and years and years, and if you don't fit into that exact thing, and what I always say is, you know, would you lump all Asian people in one group, all redheads in one group, all black people, all short people, all tall people, all overweight people? No, you wouldn't. So why, when you're disabled, do we get put into like, oh, you're all supposed to be the same?
Yeah, exactly. Like an amputee is missing their leg. Like you can visibly see that, but like we're not, like obviously you can't visibly see like you
The
can't
inside
see.
of our eye.
Yeah.
You can't see what
You're
we
not a
see.
doctor, but
Right,
yeah.
right. And it's hard when you're, you know, oh, why don't you get her glasses? And you know the whole.
I'm like,
Oh.
Those
I
are
think
my
you all the
favorite. I
time,
get
but
them
they
all
get
the
that
time
all the
still with
time.
my guide dog. People are still like, have you tried glasses? I always
Right.
joke. I'm like, my parents thought the guide dog and Braille were better options.
Yeah.
So
I'm
they figured it
learning
was a little
Braille
easier.
now.
Yeah, right.
Learning Braille is
It's
like
so hard.
I did not think it was going to be as hard as it is.
It's not easy, you know, and I started learning when I was 5. I started taking pre-Braille because I was diagnosed at 4. So they were like, you know, if she's gonna go blind, we should just start now because we don't know when she'll lose her vision, so we better get the sensitivity in her fingers prepared for one day when she'll go blind. But then my problem became, well, I can see print. Why am I going to learn Braille? I can look.
What am I doing?
I would just look at the dots. I wouldn't try because I could see. So I didn't want to be different. I didn't want to do things that other kids weren't doing. I wanted to fit in. And so, you know, there's no right answer, you know? It's like the longer you leave it, the harder it is.
Toss and I just sat and ate so much food and talked for hours.
Yes.
Your mom, my mom, your dad, I met your brother. We had a whole fam jam party.
Oh, yeah.
We have already planned our next party. I'm gonna be coming
definitely.
back next month
Yes.
when the house is finished. We're gonna have family dinner. I told her she better have purple hair by then, so we can be twinning.
Oh yeah, I'm dying it for sure.
I'm gonna see like the completed transformation.
So excited.
And you guys can see everything over on Toss's Instagram, her training for the Paralympics.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll be sharing the makeover on your Instagram as
definitely.
well. I'm gonna link it below. I think it's really important to get different perspectives of the blind experience. So if you like learning about my journey and you wanna know more about blindness, then she's the perfect person to follow along her journey.
Thank you.
She's like mini me. You're like me 11 years ago, but
Yes.
you're taller.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much, Toss. This was so special
I'm
for
so
me.
happy. It
I
was
love this. And she
literally
even
the
has the
best
same
thing.
sunglasses as me.
Yes.
We're twins
Definitely.
already. Now just the purple hair, and we
Yeah.
can wear like matching hoodies, and then we'll be.
Oh yeah,
we'll be
we're
fully
set.
twinning.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much. This was like the best thing ever.
No,
You
this was the
made-
best thing for me. Like I feel like this was a gift for me. Like I
You're my
enjoyed this so
inspiration
much.
for like everything, so I was so grateful to meet you.
Thank you. I love you so much, and
Love
we're,
you.
we're gonna be in each other's lives for a long time. I already
Yes.
know it. And if you guys want to see the full transformation, again, the episode is going to be linked down below to see start to finish what they've done in her space. Thank you to George the Rescue and
Yes,
NBC
thank
team
you
for
guys
reaching
so
out.
much.
This was incredible, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.